Today I want to talk about why conflict actually matters. Conflict is something that a lot of people tend to avoid. We mostly tend to avoid it because conflict usually breeds issues or is a culmination of issues that come to a tipping point of where you have to confront whatever is creating the conflict. Or whoever is creating the conflict. In resolving that conflict or handling that conflict, it becomes unpleasant to interact with the person or the thing, making it unbearable for most people or souring the relations. But conflict is important between two people in a relationship because as humans, we all have different experiences, different thoughts, different opinions, different views. Conflict is bound to happen between two people where they share different beliefs and experiences. Simply by the nature of one person's experience will invalidate or challenge the other person's experience. Because everybody goes through something different, thereby by nature, if you have something different from everybody, no one will see everything completely the same. Yes, you could come to agreements on things, but in order to come to an agreement on things, there has to be an understanding of the differences. In order to understand each other's differences, you have to go through the conflict of opposite ideals and beliefs. In order for one to compromise, you must understand the other. In order for a compromise to begin, there has to be a conflict. This is why conflict is important and keystone to building a relationship, but most people avoid conflict. So, what does that say about their relationships? Are their relationships fragile? Can it survive a conflict? Can it survive a difference of ideas? Can it survive a difference of beliefs? If you spent your life avoiding conflict, then the moment that you get into a conflict, it'll become uncomfortable, and most people don't like the uncomfortability, so they escape the uncomfortable situations. Which leads to a lack of understanding between people. If you spend your life avoiding conflicts, you'll spend your life looking for things that agree with you, no matter where they are. You'll be motivated by whatever doesn't displease you. Therefore, not being able to attain the reality of what is. because you're only confirming what you believe that you know. We call it confirmation bias. A bias nonetheless. So it is important for one to find their ideas, and secondly, to challenge them. Because your ideas, like your muscles, can only get stronger when challenged. And if they're wrong while you're working them, it will hurt you, no matter how strong they become.